Staring at the dead guy's crotch. Welcome back, guys. We're staring at a crotch. And it's disappeared. You're welcome. I've already forgotten. You were saying there was something that you didn't like about Castle Evolution?
No, I was saying that there was some reason as to why it was a, quote, bad game.
Bad game.
I cannot recall. Whether it was just something about the frame rate of the game just absolutely tanked at really ridiculous times, whether the game was overly simplified.
What was the game originally? Was it Genesis or was it Game
Genesis.
Gear? Okay.
Strictly Genesis. For whatever reason, a lot of the Mickey... No, that's not even true either, because there was a whole bunch...
Because, we had the circus games.
The Magical Quest games for
which
Super
were
Nintendo.
fucking cool.
2 that were released here, and one that I don't think really got released here. Or
it was
if it
part
did,
3.
there was a part 3 that was Mickey and Donald, but I don't ever remember seeing it.
I think that was just Japanese.
So, yeah, it's not even a case of Disney just keeping Mickey Mouse in just, one system. That certainly wasn't it.
Maybe they had some licensing rights or something? Some exclusive deal?
No, that doesn't make sense either, because you would have the games for Super Nintendo, and then you would have a couple of games for the Genesis.
Yeah.
Or was it just a way to separate the two for the two systems? Boy, I just don't know.
Well, I mean, there were 2 different versions of Aladdin.
Right. Depending on how you look at it, one is superior over another.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I remember, the Genesis one seemed to flow better, but had much more of a cartoony feel to it.
I thought that the Genesis one looked like it was more like the movie-style animation.
Right. Whereas the Super Nintendo version basically had, I would say, tighter controls and gameplay and everything, but really just didn't look like the game itself. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember how to get into... No. Okay, sorry here. I'm just trying to remember how to get into what is supposed to be Stage 3.
Yeah, this is good.
Which is where things kind of take a depressing turn.
Depressing turn?
Ah, you'll see.
Isn't that terrific?
Isn't that great?
Oh.
Supposed to... Okay, I think I remember what I'm doing.
You got googly
it's
eyes
right there.
On the sea mines.
Googly eyes on everything, man. How many times do I have to repeat that?
Oh, are those timed?
No.
Okay.
Thank God, no.
Like, there's the same exact scenario in here as there was in Ocarina of Time, except it was timed in Ocarina of Time.
Well, timed switches were always kind of a staple of the Zelda games.
Yeah.
At least starting with, what would you say, Link to the Past?
Have you been watching much of our Link to the Past series?
When I can, yeah.
Yeah.
You suck at it, man.
What? No. I'm
Let's
amazed.
see, is there a counter for how many times you've, not counting, fairy revives, I mean just like game over screen. By the way, this is Brentilda.
Brentilda? Okay. Oh. Nicer sister.
Her only nicer sister. Considering what happens to Grunty at the end of this game, the fact that she's down here to help you teach the old hag a lesson is rather a disturbing thought.
Well, I mean...
So, okay, here's the deal.
I've seen pictures of, like, Gruntilda, but her head is in a jar?
You'll see what's going on with that much later.
Okay.
So, okay, here's the deal. Spoilers for the end of the game, but you will be tossed into a quiz show.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
I only say that because you have to talk to this lady and remember everything she tells you about Grunty for those particular questions.
Oh my gosh.
So, for example...
Reinforced girdle!
It's different for every time you start a save file, so you can't exactly just look it up either.
Oh my gosh.
And the three choices you're given on it are one of 3 choices that it could randomly just choose up every time you start a new file.
Big Naka?
Big Naka.
Big Naka. Grunty and the Cauldron Crew.
So every time you see her in a different area, she will tell you 3 different things about Grunty, whether you like it or not. And all the time, periodically, Grunty will either, chime in to mock you or go on and on about how awful, disgusting, and just overall nasty she is.
Uh-huh. I just want to say, I love how the music changed from when you were underwater.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this isn't what I was looking for. This isn't what I was looking for at all. Oh, that's right.
So that's only used up 2. Oh, okay, now it's used up the rest.
I can just push a particular button to put all the pieces in there. Once
Okay.
you've completed a picture, you can't yank the pieces out.
Right.
Again, that's not really going to be much of a concern of mine, though. The level I just opened up is
Are there more
level 4.
jiggies than there are puzzles?
Well, yeah, there's 100 jiggy pieces and about 10 puzzles.
So, I mean, in those 10 puzzles, there's less than 100 jiggies that's required.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now that I have those raised up, now I have to find another way to get that opened up. Which is back this way. And just finding your way through here is a chore on its own. Because now I gotta go over here. Use this, which I couldn't do before. And activate this.
Okay.
That's how you get into the level I've been trying to get into for, 5 minutes?
Is this that spooky level you were talking about?
Not spooky, depressing.
Depressing. Okay.
So stupidly depressing.
Isn't that terrific?
Great.
Isn't
The
that great?
phrase is, isn't that great?
I'm sad because I'm flying. So that's through the mouth?
Nope, it's up here. Again, been just a few years since I've played this through, so...
Yeah.
Again, it's just trying to remember where all the nooks and crannies are to this.
No, I did actually get to one point in Link to the Past, where I was blaming the controller for being bad.
We've all done that once or twice as gamers, I'd like to say.
I'd like to think that the controller legitimately was bad, though.
Okay, what point was it? Because I'm drawing a blank here.
I'm trying to, swing my sword at an enemy, and I'm hitting, down on the D-pad.
This is also the introduction of wall monsters.
Hmm.
Something you'll be seeing way too much of. Sorry, please go on.
Oh, a golden one. Look at you. I'm an invulnerability feather. Yeah, I was trying to, aim at an enemy and swing my sword, but, the D-pad wasn't turning me towards the enemy. So I'm just facing one direction, swinging my sword, not hitting the enemy.
All at the same time, this enemy boss monster is probably looking at you going, "The fuck is he?"
No, he's just doing more damage to me.
Yeah, I know, but
Just-
could you imagine seeing that in real life? Just somebody you're fighting with sword to sword and everything, and you just notice that they're only just wildly swinging a sword in
Are
one
you
direction.
killing those?
Yes.
Okay,
yes, I
so
am.
you are actually hitting them.
Yes, I have to preemptively attack before they pop out, or else they deal 2 damage to me.
I suppose they probably knock you down there, too.
Yep. So, no bueno.
So what's with that thing up there?
What, the beehive?
Oh, is that what that was?
Yep, you break it open to, gain more, or grab more pieces if you're short a few.
Okay.
Now, as you may have noticed, this is going to be primarily a underwater level.
Oh. Just like that underwater level in Conquer?
This is Clanker, Gruntilda's garbage grinder, who is literally locked down here.
Can he touch you from there?
Oh no, he's quite friendly actually.
Oh, he's friendly.
Yes.
Okay. I wouldn't...
But just take a look at the state of this poor guy for a second. And think about what he does and the fact that he is locked down here.
Why is he, like... Is it like jelly or blood? Or paint?
Use your imagination.
But he's a robot, so it's like rust.
Okay, whatever you want to tell yourself, man.
Why is he metal? Is he not a robot?
Nope.
He's not a robot.
Oh my goodness, no.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Grunty is a stone cold bitch. I actually don't think I can go up there just yet. Okay, worry about that. No, you know what? I'm gonna worry about this now.
It's like Deathwing almost.
Deathwing?
In World of Warcraft.
Okay.
A dragon that became so powerful and evil and fire and lava coming out of his skin and his scales can't
Here's
keep
where
apart.
the camera can start really just fucking up at the worst time.
I suppose there's no air bubbles like Sonic in here, huh?
There is.
Oh.
If the camera would please...
Oh.
Yep, from that guy there.
Oh, one.
No, that was two, actually, I believe.
Oh, it's behind you now.
Yep.
Wow.
The problem is that while Kazooie handles speed swimming, for any sort of controlled swimming, you have to use Banjo, who is much, much slower.
Oy.
Now, again, you can see where this game would start getting harder, because naturally, you run out of air, you drown, you die. So, imagine the Nintendo 64 version of this, where you have to get all of these notes way the frig down here without dying.
Oh, and the little green man.
Yes, that too. So naturally, you're left with one of a couple different options. Either just leave all this stuff for last and pray you can get all of it before you die. Or just do it first, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I suppose when faced with the possibility of losing all of your progress... Oh, what's with that?
That is the giant key to the giant lock holding Clanker underwater.
And you need all those music notes, right?
Every single one I can get, trust me.
And we will do more of this on the next episode of Pway.